I recently bought myself some stepper motors, these little Nema17s here. They're really good stepper motors actually in terms of quality, but the one thing that I don't like about them is the way that they came cabled up. They've literally just got the cables coming straight out of the stepper with no kind of cable strain relief or anything like that. And worse still, I mean, there's no plug even for you to be able to take it out. And I think this is going to probably cause a lot of problems. So what I decided to do was to try and add some of my own cable strain relief to this setup. So my first attempt was to just put some braiding on myself, and together with a little bit of heat shrink. And this is pretty good. The heat shrink is nice and stiff, but it actually almost makes the problem a bit worse, because as you can see, you can't get the shrink wrap all the way into the motor, so it's almost putting all of that tension right on the part of the wire that's going straight into the motor. So that was no good either. So what I decided to do was do a little design for a brace that I could put over the brackets, and I came up with this, which you can see is just a little sleeve that goes over the tail end of the stepper motor, and it's got this little piece over here to support the cable. Now what I did, you can see it's just slotted, it's not a complete circle, and the reason for that is just so that we can slip it over without having to try to feed the cable through. And to close off that support, there's this little end piece which we can just slip over the end when we're done. So to show you how that works, if we take the stepper motor like this portion literally just slips over nicely. Don't have to feed any cables through, cables sit in there. And then we take this small end bit, you can see it's got a little nodule in there at the top which kind of closes up the hole that the cables are going through, and we just slide that on over there like that, and it's giving us a little bit of support on the ends of those cables. Now you can see this is a little bit loose, and I did that intentionally because obviously, like I said, I've got some heat shrink over some of my steppers already, so it needs to cater for that. But you could just put some electrical tape or something like that around the wires to just hold them together and thicken them up so that you get some good support there. Just to show you what this looks like when it's off, it actually slips over there nicely. I'll put some paper behind there so you can see. It actually gives you a very nice round little hole with good support for your cables. So if we take a look at that on the motor that I've got with heat shrink on it, we can just slip that on there all the way to the end so it's nice and flush. Pull those cables in, and without having to slide anything, which is really great, pop that over, orient it correctly, and push it in, and we've got some really good solid cable strain relief there. Hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching.